Hello everybody, welcome to your virtual studio. Today we have a 30-minute stretch class for the whole body. So we will begin on our back, so take your time to get there. And then once you do arrive, just give yourself a moment to get really nice and comfortable. So we're gonna set ourselves up with our shoulders relaxing, our head melting, neck nice and long, and then starting to feel just our spine unraveling into its own natural curve. Your arms are just going to melt somewhere down beside you. It doesn't matter if your palms are facing the floor or if your palms are up facing the sky. You get to choose whatever feels more comfortable. And then with your feet, I just wanted to get a feeling of your big toe, then your second, third, fourth, and fifth on both sides of your body, grounding through your heels so you're feeling really supported and grounded. Take a big breath in through your nose. And take a nice big breath out through your mouth. And a big breath in through your nose, drawing deeper into your belly now. And a nice long exhale. Let's do one more, a big breath in through the nose, all the way into our bellies. And a nice long exhale breath. And with the release of that exhale, start to lift your tailbone and just roll your spine up one bone at a time so that you arrive at the top in your bridge. Now on the way down, we're gonna roll from the upper spine through the middle, through the lower to the tailbone. And we're just gonna keep that action going. So we're just gonna rinse and repeat it over and over and over. And depending on how your body is moving today, if you're feeling quite free and quite open, you might like to speed it up a fraction. Or if you are feeling maybe like you're a little sticky or perhaps sore in your body, just go at that slower and steady pace and really breathe into every part of that movement. Feel into the whole spinal articulation. So we have about 8 more counts, going at your own tempo, the one that feels right. So last 7, last 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you can finish off that part and roll the tailbone back to the floor. Lift your legs into tabletop position and hold the back of the thighs somewhere around the back of the kneecaps. Lift your shoulders and look towards your bellies. Start to swing yourself up in one movement. Stretch the legs, lift the arms over your head, and then reach forward for your toes. So forward fold over your thighs. Now as you rebuild, it's just like your Pilates roll down or Pilates roll up. So we do that from a seated, and then we stretch the arms overhead. Now let's see if we can do a full Pilates roll up. Lift the arms, lift the head, the neck, the shoulders. Keep your lower half pressing into the floor. Once you find your sit bones, lift the arms. And exhale, fold forward towards your toes. And let's do that again. We rebuild, sit nice and tall and roll back down. Now, if you found that that was a little bit sticky with the legs on the floor, just bring them up through tabletop. Lift the arms, swing yourself up through a seat, lift arms to sky, fold forward over your thighs. Now we're going to continue with whatever variation feels good. If it's straight legs, keep it going. If you need to lift them through tabletop, do that. It is your workout. It is your stretch. Make sure that you check in, see how the body feels, and see what the body needs. So let's continue here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find your forward fold. Reach for the toes. Doesn't matter if you're sitting somewhere on your shins, but we're reaching for the toes. We're going to hold that there, and we're going to breathe into the whole back of our bodies for 8, for 7, 6, and 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now rebuild nice and tall. Roll all the way down. Slowly take the arms to a T. Lift the legs through tabletop. Zip up through the toes, the knees, and the inner thighs. Now slowly drop the knees to the right. Look over your left hand. Take a big breath and let your knees drop wherever they feel comfortable. If they're hovering in space, let them hover. If they meet the floor, let them stay. Hold for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. As you press your arms into the floor, the shoulder blades down, lift the knees through center. Fold them towards the left. I want you to gaze over your right hand. And let the knees fall wherever feels comfortable. Might be in space or they might be melting on the floor. Just 5 more counts. And 4, or 3, and 2, and 1. Press your arms down, shoulder blades are flat, lift the knees up. Now we're gonna pendulum swing the knees from right to left. Now, if you can, look opposite to the knees. So if the knees go left, look to the right. And as your knees come towards the right, start to look towards the left. Keep rinsing out your waistband. Feel that beautiful twisting and rotation through the spine. Let yourself warm up and wake up for 8 more counts. For 7. And for 6. Last 5. And for 4. Last 3. And 2. And 1. Find the center. Grab hold of the back of the thighs. Lift your shoulders. Start to roll yourself up to a seat. But this time we're going to let the right knee fold out to the right and the left leg's nice and long. Now we're going to make this a little bit smoother, but lift the arms up overhead. Reach for the left toes. Roll it down onto your back. Pull both knees to your chest. Roll up and do the exact same thing again. Right knee goes up to the right side, arms come up. Fold over the left leg, reach for the left toes. Let's do it for another 8 times. We're going to get 10 in total. Inhale, exhale, rebuild, roll down. For 7, right knee folds out to the right. We fold over for the left toes. Let's do 6 more. Massage the spine on the way down and the way up. And roll down, grab the legs. Let's do 5 more. Right knee folds out to the right. Reaching for those left toes. Let's do 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. Can you reach a little bit further now? Last 3. Roll it back over the spine. Reach for those left toes, fold the right knee up to the right, roll it back. 2 more. Exhale, find those left toes and roll it back. Last 1, reach a little bit further, hold it for 8. Hold 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Now rebuild, roll down, grab both the knees. Now we're going to do the same, but on the left side. So the left knee folds out to the left. So as we roll up, the right leg is long, left knee folds out. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, reach for those right toes. Roll it back. Now it does get a little bit smoother. So we roll it up. Right leg goes long, reach for the right toes. Fold your body over your thighs. Rebuild, roll down, grab the legs. 8 more here, lift it up. Left knee folds left, we reach for the right. We roll it down for 7. Inhale. Exhale, feel that massaging of the spine as we roll. And we roll down and back. And let's do 6 more. Reach for those right toes. Roll up, grab the back of the legs. And last 5, reaching a little further now as we start to wake up more and more. Roll back, roll up. 4 more, reach further. And grab those legs. Swing it up. Last 3, reaching for those right toes. And pull it back. 2 more, reaching for those right toes. And draw back. 1 more. Let's hold this a little bit longer. Reach for your furthest reach in. Hold 8. Hold 7, 6, and 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Roll back. Both legs go nice and long. Lift the arms towards the sky. Fold over the legs. Reach for the toes. Roll back. Grab those legs. 2 straight legs at the top. Arms overhead. Reaching forward and folding forward. Let's go 8 more. Inhale. Exhale. Now, if you're not enjoying that roly-poly of the spine, you can most certainly leave it out and stay up on your sit bones and fold it forward and rebuild. All right. So there is a much nicer option if you don't have a thick mat, or if you don't have a beautiful fluffy cushion or rug underneath you, you might like this option. Otherwise, just continue. We've got 5 more. And 4 more. Feel that energy really starting to heat up now. 3 more, grabbing those legs and swing it up. Final 2. Inhale back. Exhale up. Can we do 1 more? We're going to hold it there at the top, reaching for the toes, and 8 count. 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Rebuild. Find your sit bones here at the top. Now we're going to take the right foot outside the left knee. We're going to turn it to a twist. Start to hug your right leg closer and closer to your chest. Turning to the right, look around your right shoulder. Use your hand there at the base of your spine. We want to hold this one for 8 counts. Breathe through it for 7. Stay with me for 6. And for 5. For 4. 3. And 2. And 1. Take your time as you spiral through the center. Swap the legs over. Left foot outside the right knee. Let's turn towards the left. Bring your left knee closer and closer to your chest. Use your left hand at the tailbone. As you press the floor down, lift up nice and tall. Start looking around your left shoulder. Continue to twist and continue to look past the shoulder. Feel into that beautiful spiraling. We have 8. Keep breathing through it for 7. And for 6, can you go further for 5? Last 4, and 3, and 2, and for 1. Take your time, find your center. Now turn to face the camera with your right knee forward. Left knee goes back. We're setting up for our mermaid stretches. So as you find your way here, it's like a little pretzel of those legs. Reach the arms out, drop the shoulders, lengthen the neck. Right arm lifts up. We're going to start to bend towards the left side. Push the left arm away. Open into the right side of your body. Feel the space. Let's go ahead. Right elbow, right forearm down. Left arm comes across. Reach and hold. Breathe into the body. Exhale. Let's go again. Right to the left. Left to the right. 8 more sets. Right to the left. Left to the right. 7, right to left. 7, left to right. 6 more, right to left. 6 more, left to right. Keep going. 5 to go. And 5. 4 more. And 4. And 3. 3. 2. And 2. And 1 more. Right to left. Left to right. And as you bring yourself up, we're going to take this left leg over the top of the right. So it comes all the way over. See if you can get your thighs to stack, maybe your knees to stack, maybe not quite that far, maybe you're cross-legged, that's absolutely okay. Wriggle your sit bones down until you feel them grounding you down. Rock the arms forward or reach the arms forward. If you feel like that's enough, just stay with it. If you think that there's just a little bit more room to go, keep creeping forward. Drop your chest towards your knee, towards your thigh, and then keep pressing the tailbone to the floor. Think about a little push and pull, a little tug of war through the front of your body and the back of your body. Can you feel that space increasing? Breathe through it. Any discomfort, just breathe your breath into that area. Make sure it's not hurting, no pain. A little discomfort is okay though. We have 8 more counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Now just rise up through the center. Connect your feet together through a prayer position and just push the knees out wide, nice and wide. Now the closer your heels are towards your pelvic bone, the stronger the stretch will feel. So you can go ahead and shift your heels away from you or bring them closer into you. Use your hands, puff the chest up, little wiggles if you need to, little butterfly wings, whatever feels good. I want you to move through that. Maybe it's just a hold. We have 8 counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can gently close those knees. Setting up for your mermaid with your left leg forward. Your right leg just tucks back behind you like your little pretzel shape. And then as we ground through our sit bones to the best of our ability, we stretch the arms out. Now let's go and raise the left arm and start to stretch towards the right hand side. Breathe in for a moment. Start to really feel that left hand side opening out. Now let's go ahead and take the right arm to the left. Drop the left elbow to the floor. Now feel the right side of your body opening. And let's do it all again. Left arm to the right. And right arm to the left. Now we've got an 8 more sets. Left arm to the right. Right arm to the left. 7 more sets. Left to the right. And 7 right to left. 6 left to right. 6 right to left. Last 5. And 5. Feel that cartwheel of those arms for 4. And 4. And 3. And 3. And 2, and 2. One more, and right to the left. And as we find our way back to center, we're going to take this right leg over the top of the left. So it doesn't matter if you're in an easy cross leg or if your knees are not completely stacking, whatever you can manage, move there and wriggle down those sit bones, press them into the floor. If you still have some room, work it forward and continue to go until you've found your sweet spot. Send your breath into those areas that feel super duper tight, where you're feeling like there's a lot of tension holding in your body. Breathe into those spots. Start to slow that breath down and really work that inhale down. With your exhale, see what you can let go of. See if your body just allows you to go a little further. We're going to hold this, guys, for 8, for 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. You can gently bring those hands in. As you rise up, we're going to just tuck this right leg back behind and find our way to hands and knees. So 4-point kneeling position, go ahead and find your cat and cows. Lift the spine to the sky, drop your belly to the floor. Just stay for 6 sets. Cat stretch and cow. Feel the sensation. Lift through cat and find your way to cow. 3 more sets. Lift it up. Drop the belly. 2 sets left. Cat stretch. Cow stretch. 1 more. Cat stretch up. Cow stretch, disco cat. So we're going to swing the shoulders and roll the hips. Now, sometimes this does feel easier if you actually close down your eyes and don't focus on the movement too much. Just allow it to be a little bit of fun, a little bit of freestyle, and just see how your body wants to move with you without too much controlling it. Just let it go. We're going to do 8 more counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find your center. Take your right arm towards the sky. Thread it underneath your left. Roll it through. Let's go back to the sky. Thread it underneath your left. Let's get 8 more in. Reach it to the sky. Thread it under the left. For 7, reach and thread. 6, and thread. 5, and thread. 4, thread. 3, and thread. 2, and thread. 1 more here, and let's go over to the left side. Left arm to the sky. Left arm threads under the right. Left arm to the sky. Thread it underneath the right. Let's do 8 more. Reach it up and thread it through. Feel the counterbalance of the twisting and the twisting. 6 more, reaching to the sky. Thread under the right. Last 5. Lift and breathe out. And again. And 4 more. And thread 3 more, lifting up. And lower. 2 more here. And up. And thread 1 more, lift and reach. Thread it under. Find your center. Walk both of your hands forward. Set up for your puppy stretch. We're going to lower the chest. Melt the sternum. Keep the tailbone lifted. Press your palms down. Spread the finger pads out. And just melt, melt, melt your chest towards the floor. Now you might like to rest your forehead, or you might even gaze forward and rest your chin on the mat instead. Wherever you are, be sure that you can come back home, meaning you can get your hips back to your heels. So if you're feeling like you're a little stuck here, just come back with those hips and pull it in a little bit. Just let go slightly. We're here for 8 more counts. Breathe through it. Last 4 here. 3, and 2, and 1. We're going to make our way to pike. So you might need to come back a little, or you might feel as though you can just curl your toes under and lift your knees and pike your hips up. Once you arrive in your pike, I want you to pedal your feet out like you're walking on the spot. Make sure that you don't lose the energy up through those shoulders. Keep those arms really energized. Tailbones lifted. Pull the abs in and up. And stretch out through not only your feet, but your Achilles, your ankles, your calves. Feel that space increasing. We often forget about our feet, but they carry us all day. So let's bring the attention there by giving them a little bit of a walk, stretching out through the fascia and the slings of our feet. Just another 4 counts, and 3, and 2, and 1. Can we lift both heels up nice and high? So you're up on tiptoes. Now, like a wave, pull your body through to a plank. Then we're going to soften the thighs and find our beautiful swans. Untuck your toes there. Push the chest up. Now you can always come down to the floor, make it just a little bit softer, and then find a little back bend. Now we're going to pull our hips back towards our pike. You can either curl your toes in at the bottom, or you can push through the top of the feet and start to curl them back in on the way up. So let's continue with those waving, those beautiful swan stretches. Untucking the toes at the bottom, keeping the shoulders down. Make sure that you're not collapsing to those ears. No jamming into that low spine. Everything's open, lots of space. Let's go through 4 more. Make this your own. Finding a back bend, whether that's on the floor and coming up into it, or whether it's moving to it from our pikes. 3 more, guys. Any way your body feels like moving. 2 more sets. And let's move through 1 more. Back through pike and through our plank towards our swan. From here, we're going to open the knees a little bit wider and just melt through our child's pose for a moment. Pull the hips back to the heels. Keep the arms reaching forward. Take a couple of big breaths. Inhale again. And 1 more big breath. Inhale. On your exhale, start to lift the tailbone, curl the toes under. Lift the hips back to the sky. Walk your hands towards your toes. Now you can do this with your knees bent or keeping them straight and really opening out that body. Start to roll yourself up bone by bone. Big step forward with your right leg. Then stretch your left leg nice and long. Bring your hands and frame your right foot. Hold for a moment. Keep pressing out through that left hip. Grounding hard through the right heel. Holding this, breathing through the hip creases for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down through the left knee, untucking those left toes. Staying there, moving through it a little bit deeper if you can. Another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left toes curl under, left knee lifts. Right leg stretches straight, and then the right knee bends. Right leg stretches straight, right knee bends it in. 8 of these, moving in and out. 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, last 3, and 2, and 1. And then holding that for a moment, step your right leg back to plank. Pike your hips to the sky. Walk your hands to your toes, 1 hand at a time. It's okay if you want to bend your knees. Take your time now as you roll slowly up. At the top, take a big step forward with your left leg. Stretch your right leg nice and long. Bend forward and frame your left foot. Drop into it, your low lunge, holding it. Breathing through the hip crease on the right and also the left, but the right is open here. See if you can stay with me for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently soften the right knee, untuck the right toes. Stay with me. Breathe through it. Another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Curl your right toes into the floor. Lift your right knee. Stretch your left leg long. Bend your left knee. Now we're going to move in and out of this one. Pull the left leg straight. Bend your left knee. Again, 8 more. Stretch it out. And bend. 7. Pull back. And bend. 6 more. Stretch it out. And in. And out. And in. 4 more. And stretch. And bend. 3 to go. And stretch. And bend 2 more. Stretch it out. Bend it in 1 more. Stretch it out. Now bend it in. Now hold there for a moment. Pull both legs nice and straight. Turn through the center of both legs. Find your forward fold through the center. Grab hold of your elbows if you can. Get really heavy and dangly through the upper body. Look through the upper area of your thighs. Let all of that tension pour out of your head. You might even like to shake your head left and right, up and down, especially if you are holding any tension through the neck or upper shoulders. Breathe in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Use your hands, press into the floor. Turn back over the left leg. Frame your foot if you can. Step your left leg back through high plank. Find your way through pike. Pedal the feet out just like we did a little bit earlier. Walk it. Maybe there's a little bit more energy to be found this time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Both heels are nice and high. Take your right leg to the sky. Lift it up. Bend your knee so that you're kicking your own butt cheek with your left butt cheek with your right heel. Now wind your right knee to the sky and open into the hip. Hold 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring this right knee forward to your right wrist. Lower the knee for pigeon. Untuck the left toes. Inhale, keep the chest up. 5, hold 4, hold 3, and 2, and 1. Curl the left toes into the mat. Pike it up. Right leg steps back next to the left. Take a breath. When you're ready, set up for the left leg. Lift it to the sky. Bend your knee so that you're kicking your right butt cheek with your left heel. Start to wind open your left knee. Wind it, wind it, wind it. Be mindful here not to roll out your shoulders too much or your armpits. And then start to breathe into it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently bring this left knee towards your left hand. Untuck your right toes and puff up your chest. 5 more counts as we hold for 4, and for 3, and for 2, and for 1. Gently rock onto the left hip and kick your left leg all the way out to the end of your mat to meet your right. Now roll yourself down onto your back, pull the knees into your chest. Give a big hug, a little massage over the back of the hips if you need to, and then open the arms to a T. Fold your knees over to the right. Stay for a moment. Inhale it and exhale it. See if you feel a little bit softer than you did a little bit earlier on towards the start of our stretching. 1 more round of breath. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the knees back through center and folding them to the left and maybe even looking to the right. Let the knees go. Breathe into the spine. Rinse your waist. Notice if you feel a little bit softer, maybe more supple than before. And let's do 1 more cycle of breath. Inhale. And then exhale. Knees come back into the middle. Grab those legs. Roll yourself up to a comfortable seat. Easy cross leg and a little shoulder roll here at the top. Gently nodding your chin in. Gazing to the sky. And even a head roll one direction. And then the other. And finding your center. And well done, everybody.